What is going on, everybody? The San Francisco 49ers have just dropped their first unofficial depth chart, and let's take a look at it and see what we think about this. Anything stand out? First off, let's just start with the starting offense. You have Jawan Jennings at wide receiver, Ricky Pearsall at wide receiver. Obviously, Brandon Ayuk is on the PUP list, so nothing crazy there. When you look at the offensive line, you have Trent Williams, Ben Barch, Jake Brendel, Dominic Pooney, Colton McKivitz, and George Kittle. Honorary offensive lineman, obviously at tight end. Nothing there. Jumps out or is too crazy. So that all fits the bill. And then when you look at running back, Christian McCaffrey, obviously fullback, Kyle Juszczyk, and QB1, Brock Purdy. So far, nothing really jumps out at you. When you look at the San Francisco 49ers second unit, you have Jacob Cowing, Russell Gage, Patrick Taylor at running back with Isaac Guerrero. So they're stacked on top of each other. Mac Jones, obviously the second quarterback as well. You also have Demarcus Robinson and Jordan Watkins stacked with the second unit. Jake Tonges and Luke Farrell stacked with the second unit. You have Austin Pleasance, Zach Johnson, Matt Hennessy, Nick Zakel, and Spencer Burford as your second unit offensive line. And then when you jump to the third unit, Carter Bradley at quarterback, Jordan James, and Corey Kiner. Also stacked with the third unit, Junior Bergen, Braden Willis, Ross Dwelly, Isaac Alarcon, Drew Moss, Drake Nugent, Connor Colby, Isaiah Prince, and Tariq Owens with the third group. And then you have this kind of floating fourth group of Equanimous St. Brown, Isaiah Hodgins, Robbie Chosen, and Amir Abdullah. So honestly, nothing really stands out with the 49ers offense. When we go to the 49ers defense, starting with the defensive line, working our way to the linebackers and DBs, you have Michael Williams listed as a starter, along with Kevin Givens and Jordan Elliott and Nick Bosa on the opposite side. Starting at linebacker, Luke Gifford, Fred Warner, D. Winters. Starting at cornerback, Renardo Green, Diamador Lenore, and Trey Brown. And at the safety spots, Jason Pinnock and Jair Brown. The only thing that there's a couple issues that I have with this, and again, it's unofficial, so keep that in mind. Upton Stout is your starting nickel. That is confirmed. Luke Gifford, honestly, I would probably put Tatum Bethune or even Jalen Graham. No, probably Tatum Bethune at this point. It would probably for me be D. Winters, Fred Warner, Tatum Bethune at linebacker, at least from what I've seen early on in camp. Yes, I know a lot of fans want to see Nick Martin. I want to see Nick Martin as well, but I think for right now, Tatum Bethune has flashed more for me than Nick Martin has. And in regards to defensive line, Jordan Elliott's actually been okay. And obviously Kevin Givens isn't going to be the starter because he got hurt. So probably Kalia Davis or CJ West gets the bump up. Nothing crazy there. And when you look at the second group, you have Bryce Huff, Kalia Davis, Alfred Collins, Sam Okuwanu, Curtis Robinson, Tatum Bethune, Nick Martin, Dallas Flowers, who I think is one of the biggest risers of 49ers training camp. You have Darrell Luter Jr., Upton Stout, Marquise Siegel, Richie Grant. With the third group, Jonathan Garvin, CJ West, Evan Anderson, Robert Beal Jr., Chaz Surratt, Stone Blanton, Jalen Graham, Eli Apple, Jacob Robinson, who's been great in camp, Chase Lucas, underrated in camp, Derek Canteen, he's been okay, Saran Neal, he's been okay as well, Jalen Allen, fast, Bruce Hector, had a sack today, Sebastian Valdez, better than I thought, Bradley Ane, first good day the first day, didn't really see him much the second day, Fabian Moreau, and Jalen Mahoney. And then rounding out your special teams, Thomas Morstead, Jake Moody, Thomas Morstead again, And then you have Isaac Guerrero as your starting kick returner. And your starting punt returner is Jacob Cowing. Additional returners are listed: Patrick Taylor Jr., Junior Bergen, Jordan Watkins for both punt return, kick return, and Dallas Flowers as a kick returner. That one's interesting. And then John Weeks as your long snapper. Andre Dillard, Yetur Gross Matos, Malik Mustafa on PUP as well. Curtis Rourke on the NFI. And then you have Teron Jackson, Trent Taylor, and Trey Tomlinson on the injured reserve. So again, nothing crazy here, but it's the first unofficial depth chart of the San Francisco 49ers season. We are all football degenerates, and so we make reaction videos to unofficial depth charts. Yes, that's what we do now. But hey, it's fun. It's football. Football's back. Football's around the corner. Denver Broncos are in town for joint practices on Thursday. Game on Saturday? I don't even know. I got to get my bearings straight, get this all sorted out. But anything stand out to you, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.